Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm Jonathan Friedman, and our next guest in the studio is Vanessa Schaefer. Vanessa is the President and Creative Director of Clockwork Design Group.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome, Vanessa.
Thanks for having me.
Great, thank you. Thank you for coming in today. And tell us and our listeners of Radio Entrepreneurs a little bit about your firm, what it is that you guys do. I'm guessing the Clockwork, does that come from the location where you guys are located?
Funny you should ask. When we originally were trying to come up with a name for our firm, we were targeting Waltham, Watch City, Waltham, if you know. And we ended up not finding space there. We were very small, just the two of us, myself and my partner. So we ended up in Woburn. But we loved the idea of clocks, time, so important when it comes to advertising and marketing, so timely, so time critical. So hence the name. And now, many years later, we are in Waltham.
So you finally came full circle
we
to
did.
what one of the original thoughts about the name was. Tell our listeners of Radio Entrepreneurs a little bit about your firm, what it is you guys do,
Sure.
what your emphasis is.
We are a boutique branding and graphic design and web design firm. And we work primarily with professional service firms, law firms, financial advisors, CPA firms, architecture, engineering, construction companies, to help them with branding and all forms of marketing.
Fascinating. So are many of the clients that come your way, have they worked with firms in the past? I'd imagine in today's day and age, many of them do have websites, for example.
Most do, yeah. Most of the firms we work with are established or have been around for a little while. Occasionally we'll work with a firm that is starting out, either because perhaps seasoned executives have left a prior place of employment and are starting their own venture. But primarily we're working with firms that are established. Oftentimes they've gotten to a point where they have an idea of their brand, or it's evolved over time, or their business model has changed a bit over time, and they're really not clear as to how they can differentiate themselves, what makes them unique from their competition. And they need help with that. They need help getting to that core. So we help with that branding analysis and that discovery process. Occasionally firms already have a strong sense of self, and they know who they are, and they know how they differentiate themselves, and they know why their clients use them, select them. And we're just helping perhaps take their website to the modern day technology, and improving the look and feel, and improving the navigation, and improving the content.
So it isn't necessarily the full-scale branding and
Correct.
website build. It may be one or several of the services, or a complete refocus or focus to the firm.
Yeah. We are lean and mean. We're small, so we're happy to come in and work sometimes with in-house marketing departments for larger firms. Sometimes acting as the sort of marketing department for a firm that doesn't really have one. And sometimes we're doing projects that are quite small. Believe it or not, right now we're starting already on a number of animated holiday cards. I'm sure you've received those in your email inbox.
Absolutely.
So that's something that we do. Sometimes just a project like that for a client, or occasionally we'll have someone reach out to us and say, look, we're going to have a big anniversary celebration and we need help marketing that. We need ideas for the theme, and for the invitations, and for ways of getting the word out.
So you'll help them with all the creative direction and really
actually, and producing the email, save the dates, and the printed invitations. So it can be a very large project, like a full rebranding and a website, or it could be just a very specific project, like we need an announcement for a new attorney that we just hired.
Vanessa, tell our listeners, if they want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to reach you?
Well, you can visit our website at cdgi.com. That's Clockwork Design Group, Inc., CDGI. Or you can call us, 781-938-0006.